It's a pleasure right now to be joined by our friend Robert Whittaker. Rob, thanks for doing this, mate. How are you feeling? Only a few days out from a massive fight against Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah, no, I feel great. I feel great. Coming in to the Hilton, signing in, doing the posters, seeing all the fighters and the people here. It's it's like my body just knows, my mind locks in, and it's work time.
You've been focusing on Khamzat for so long. How do you stay motivated for what's such a dangerous fight?
I guess I don't really think about it until we get closer and closer to the fight. Like now that we're in fight week, like I said, my brain just knows, it switches on, I lock in, game face on sort of thing. So I think coming into the week really solidifies and makes things a little more real. And the mounting tension and pressure will only mount up until, weigh in, and then obviously fight goes crazy.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the tension and pressure, but you look to be fighting with such confidence at the moment, Rob, as we take a look at our Musashi knockout moment and your most recent performance against Ikram Aliskerov. Just absolutely phenomenal. Take us into the mindset Robert Whittaker's in right now as a fighter.
It's hard to pin down, I guess. Like, I draw a lot of confidence and strength from the fact that I am leaving no stone unturned in these camps. Everything I do inside and on the mats and outside the mats, the way I eat, the way I sleep, the way I do everything is just for a singular purpose of fighting and coming up victorious. And I guess mentality-wise, I'm out there duty. If I could sum it up, I reckon that's the word, duty.
Right.
I feel like this is my duty to my family, to my kids, to get in there and to take the fight to him, to walk down my opponents.
Okay, well, let's talk about the fight specifically. I mean, a lot of focus naturally has been placed on Khamzat Chimaev's grappling for this fight, understandably. But, I mean, we saw some vision a little earlier of his striking, and I'll tell you what, it was looking pretty slick. So, is that something that you've paid attention to as much as you have the wrestling this time around?
Mate, he's got small gloves on. Yeah. And you throw a pair of small gloves on just about anybody and they're dangerous to a degree, right? I understand where the talks and where the hype is coming from, because the gravity of this fight, the threat that he brings, of his skill level. He fought Kamaru Usman last fight and and beat him, and that needs to be respected. And so, with that respect, I've thrown myself into the training. There is nothing I haven't been trying to hit the pinnacle of for this fight.
What did you make of his performance against Usman? And further to that as well, is it difficult to gather information on a guy who fights so infrequently?
To a degree, it's like it was a great fight. I think the way he was able to dominate that first round just leads itself to how well-rounded his skill set and how good he is at what he does. But I'm prepared for the hardest fight of my life, to get in there for 25 minutes and just look to take him out.
We've seen in his fights how early Khamzat likes to shoot, and that, as predictable as that is, could also be like the perfect setup for an ambush. I imagine you and the team have drilled every possibility in that scenario in case he tries to mislead you, right?
Mate, it's a fight, right?
Expect the unexpected.
It's a fight, and without a doubt, he's going to wrestle. So, do with that what you will.
You will undoubtedly fight for the title with a victory here. Do you use that as motivation for this fight, that you will be able to fight Dricus du Plessis or Sean Strickland, depending on who the champion is?
I don't need any more motivation to try and take his head off. Like, I'm there. I'm ready. I'm zoned in. The task is at hand.
Tell everybody watching across Australia right now on Foxtel's Main Event why they need to order UFC 308 this Sunday.
Because, mate, I'm going in there, and I've got 25 minutes to be the hunter, and I'm coming. I'm going hunting.
We can't wait. Go on hunting. Rob, thanks for your time.
Thank you, mate.